Today I will be discussing why Lou Dobbs and Glenn Beck should support marijuana relegalization. Welcome to the New Age Citizen video series, where we are currently beginning to promote the new agenda for America, which we hope will be adopted by all 2008 presidential candidates. Marijuana legalization for adult Americans is one of the core policy planks which comprise the new agenda for America. You can read more about the new agenda for America at our website, newagecitizen.com. Both Lou Dobbs and Glenn Beck favor putting a stop to illegal immigration, yet they are both against legalizing marijuana for adult Americans. New Age Citizen agrees with their position on illegal immigration, but thinks they need to seriously reconsider their position on marijuana prohibition. Marijuana prohibition is intellectually indefensible, and in the next few minutes I will attempt to explain exactly why this is the case. And secondly, I'll also attempt to explain the benefits of relegalizing marijuana in the United States. Before doing this, I would like to thank Lou Dobbs for his consistent coverage of immigration and other important issues on his nightly TV show, Lou Dobbs Tonight. In the Lou Dobbs segment that follows, Lou talks about how Mexican drug trafficking organizations are setting up marijuana plantations within our national parks. This according to a July 1st USDA Forest Service press release. The report states that $6.7 billion worth of marijuana were intercepted by the DEA in California national parks alone during 2006. Since California constitutes half the marijuana seized on federal lands, it is possible as much as $15 billion worth of marijuana is harvested by Mexican drug cartels each and every year. And this does not include what is imported by smugglers who commonly smuggle illegal aliens, marijuana, and other illicit drugs. But Lou's conclusion rings hollow when he states that, quote, at least they've been putting the money into the hands of local authorities trying to go after this, unquote. First, let me address why marijuana prohibition is intellectually baseless. First of all, marijuana is far safer drug than alcohol, tobacco, and many legal pharmaceutical drugs. In point of fact, no one has ever died directly from the use of marijuana. As the DEA's administrative law judge once stated in 1989, marijuana is the safest therapeutic agent known to man. Secondly, in 1970, marijuana was given a Class 1 status under the newly implemented Controlled Substances Act. The Class 1 status is the most dangerous drug classification and deems that marijuana has, quote, no recognized medical use. But this flies in the face of reality. Marijuana is one of mankind's oldest medicines, and it is anything but dangerous. Thirdly, marijuana relegalization will not cause an end to Western civilization. It has been legally available in Amsterdam since 1972, and there have been absolutely no serious social problems. Portugal, Spain, and many other countries have similar laws and similar positive outcomes. Fourth, 70 years of marijuana prohibition, beginning in '38, have not done anything to stop the social and medical use of marijuana by Americans. What boggles the mind is how it only took 13 years to figure that alcohol prohibition didn't work, yet after 70 years of marijuana prohibition, we are still not willing to throw in the towel. Now let me get to the second part of the discussion by describing the benefits of relegalizing marijuana for adult Americans. But before I go on, note that the term relegalize is used because for most of U.S. history, marijuana has in fact been legal, all but for the last 70 years. Now for the benefits of relegalizing marijuana. First, marijuana has no intrinsic value. The only reason it sells for $300 to $500 an ounce is because it's illegal. If we simply relegalize, it can be grown outside for free or indoors for about $20 an ounce. By relegalizing marijuana for adults, we can rob Mexican drug cartels of $10 to $20 billion each year. And instead of that $20 billion going back to Mexico each year, it will be spent on U.S. goods and services, generating both tax revenue and American jobs. Under the MERP model, this would be done without any taxation or regulation. Thirdly, by relegalizing marijuana, we will drastically reduce the 800,000 Americans that are criminalized each year for merely having a few grams in their possession. Fourthly, by relegalizing marijuana, we automatically make it cheaply available for sick Americans that need it as a medicine for MS, glaucoma, cancer, and many other diseases. Even in the medical dispensaries in states such as California, the sick must pay up to $16 a gram for high-quality marijuana. For patients such as Angel Raish, her 7-gram-a-day requirement could cost as much as $35,000 a year, something most sick people cannot afford. Fifth, by relegalizing marijuana, we will weaken the inner-city drug gangs and national drug syndicates alike. It will also insulate marijuana users from drug dealers that sell both marijuana and harder, more dangerous drugs. In this context, marijuana will act as a gatekeeper drug, keeping users away from dealers selling harder drugs. Of course, after enduring 8 years of George Bush, I think that relegalizing marijuana for adult Americans is the least our representatives can do. America needs a break today. And all that stands in the way of taking marijuana off the Controlled Substances Act of 1970. I urge all that watch this video to take a look at my model for relegalizing marijuana. It is known as the MERP project, and more information is available at our website, New Age Citizen. It is also part of the New Age agenda for America. Next, I would urge you to write Lou Dobbs at loudobbs@cnn.com or visit his website at CNN. You may also want to urge your federal representatives to support the MERP project model for relegalizing marijuana. In either case, urge all parties to start supporting the relegalization of marijuana for adult Americans. It is intellectually sound position, and recent Harris-Zogby polls indicate that nearly 50% of American people now support marijuana relegalization, and support is expected to grow beyond 50% in the next few years. I would also make this offer to Lou. I will make myself available to discuss this issue on your show or debate the issue with the drug prohibitionist of your choosing. I published a magazine on drug policy over 10 years, and I can assure you that I understand this issue as well as anyone. Lou, you might also want to think about the poll you took on your show that asked if marijuana should be legalized. As you know, 80% of your viewers said yes. Last of all, please familiarize yourself with the new agenda for America by going to our website, New Age Citizen. In the second part of this discussion on relegalization of marijuana, we will show a segment of the Lou Dobbs show concerning marijuana plantations in the federal parklands, and also discuss the MERP policy project, a model for relegalizing marijuana. This is Bruce Kane, editor of New Age Citizen, and thanks for viewing our video.